guys, so today I thought we would go through my palette collection. This may or may not end up being a declutter video. Pretty sure it won't be because I use everything in here and there are a few other things, but we're just going to go ahead and get started. As you can see, I have quite a few palettes. Eyeshadow is probably one of my favorite things about doing makeup, and let's just go ahead and jump in. So over here in the back corner I have two Morphe palettes. This one is the Morphe 35O, and I've just recently done a tutorial. But this is one of my all-time favorite palettes. It is permanent in Morphe's collection. I'm obsessed with it. I use it constantly. I know it doesn't look like it because I'm super neat with everything, but I love this palette. And then over here is the Morphe 35W. I think this is one of the first palettes that Morphe ever released. I will be honest and say, like, some of the shadows in here are hit and miss, but unlike the 35O, which is beautiful all the way around, but this one is really fun to travel with because it kind of has everything in here and you don't really need another palette. Okay, moving on. This is the Alice Through the Looking Glass eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay that they put out this year, or was it last year? And I'm a huge Alice in Wonderland fan, so when I saw this I knew I absolutely had to have it. Alice in Wonderland is one of my all-time favorite books and movies and just everything about it. It's just so beautiful, and a great collector's piece. And then the little eyeshadow palette, I can get it, slides out. Ooh, the bottom like this. And I've used this palette for a Mad Hatter inspired look for Halloween. I've used this whenever I just need a pop of color. I've used this to create like warm smoky eyes. I've used it quite a bit. I don't travel with it because it is so bulky, but collector's item as a just statement piece. It's gorgeous and I love it so much. And then this isn't necessarily an eyeshadow palette, but it is a set from ColourPop. It's their Love Flare set, I think. Yeah, and they're about to push this out completely, so you guys, if you want it, it's I think like 20% off on their site right now, so I would definitely go and check it out. It's while supplies last, so it's a good set right there. This is the Graveyard Girl / Tarte palette, the Swamp Queen palette that Bunny Myers collabed with them to make. It comes with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight, which I love. I love how she calls it gator wings. It's so cute. I love all of these shades. I use this palette so much. I love to travel with this one as well because it has the blush and the bronzer and the highlight, and I love her little quote, "Believe in yourself, love yourself, embrace your individuality." I think it's so cute. She did such a great job with this palette, and I love it. Okay, moving on, we have a Makeup Forever palette here. I don't know if it has necessarily a name, but it's just a Makeup Forever palette. You know how they do with Makeup Forever sometimes. And this one was like a spring themed palette. You'll notice a lot of my stuff is like collectors, like items, like limited edition type things. I don't think all of these shades are necessarily limited edition, but because I know I've seen this one and I've seen this one, and I've seen like these two, and like this one and this one, you know, in their regular collection. I think maybe just the palette itself, like the component, was limited edition. I'm not sure, but I use this so much in the spring and summer for like my pops of color, for my like fun bright eyes, and I just love it. Okay, and this is my Manny MUA Makeup Geek palette. This is my baby. I use this constantly. I used this for my wedding. It's sold out now, but it's been available for about a year or more. I love Manny. I love his style, and I think that he's such a talented artist, and he's just a genuine person, and I enjoy supporting him. And I bought this forever ago, and it just finally officially like sold out. I'm so proud of him for all of his hard work. I love supporting YouTubers, as you've noticed, I'm sure, and you'll see that theme in my collection, but this is one of my favorite palettes of all time. Makeup Geek shadows are just so stunning, and creamy and buttery, and I love them. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else we have in the box of wonders here. We're gonna come over here and do this. This is the Urban Decay Electric Palette. If I could get this, baby open. Ooh, don't kill it. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. This palette is beast. This has just recently apparently been discontinued, and I'm like, why? Because look at it. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. That mirror is amazing. And the shades and the shadows are so, they're just, look at that. I barely put my finger in it. Like, oh, it's like butter and so beautiful. I love these so much. And it's a newer purchase for me because it was on sale and I picked it up. So I have really enjoyed making looks with it. Obviously it's not an everyday palette, but it is fun for a pop of color here and there. It's good for really intense, crazy looks. And it's just good to have some fun with. So I think they replaced this with the Full Spectrum palette, but I haven't heard great reviews on that, but I love this one. Okay, moving along, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. This palette is beat up. It was limited edition. Some of the shades aren't. Obviously, some of the shades are. This was the first high-end palette I ever purchased. My husband actually bought this for me whenever we were dating, and I love him for it. This is sort of like a gateway drug, if you will, to higher-end makeup, but I am obsessed with this. I use this on the daily. It's one of my favorites. That pink champagne shade is not limited edition. It's the best shade in the entire palette, in my opinion. It's stunning. It's stunning. I love, love, love this palette. Okay, and then the infamous Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I picked this up the first time around when it launched. I love this palette. I don't use this one as much in the fall. I use this mainly in the spring and summer because of the colors. And you can definitely see, like, I've gotten in there and, like, really, really used some of these shades. It just sort of depends on what I'm going for that day, but I do reach for this quite often, and I love the smell of it. It's such a good smell. I love peaches. Okay, a newer addition is the Naked palette in Smoky from Urban Decay, and this was also on sale, so I picked it up. I think you're seeing like a theme with the Urban Decay palettes. I don't know, it's 12 eyeshadows and they're normally like $54, and I just can't justify it. Like, there's how many in the Too Faced Sweet Peach? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 18 shades in this, and this was like 45, I want to say, 43. And you get 17.1 grams, apparently, in this entire palette. And there's only 12 shades in here. Ain't it stunning? It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. But there are only, did they even tell you how many grams of product do you get in here? No, not that I can see, but I've used this a decent amount since buying it. It's a lot of cool tones, and I was really trying to push myself. I could get this open again. I'm so bad at opening these things. I'm just trying to, like, really push myself out of my comfort zone. And the shadows are beautiful. They are pigmented. Like, they're really nice shadows. I just don't reach for this a ton because it is so cool toned, and I am definitely a more warm, smoky tone kind of girl. But I love trying new things and getting out of my comfort zone. So I really enjoy this palette for that. And it's really good whenever I want something different. So good addition to my collection in my opinion. These three kind of go together. These were from a Tarte holiday set about a year or two ago, and these, my mother purchased these for me. They came together in this little pretty box that I still have and I still use, but this is like the silvery green colors with the peachy blush that I love. This one is all of the kind of rosy tones with the rosy pink blush that I like. And then this one that I probably use the most is the one with the more like warm browns and the hot pink blush. And I love all of these very, very much. I use them. They're obviously pretty beat up. I would use them every single day until I've, you know, expanded my collection. But I really, really enjoy using them. And I kind of wish they would have kept some of these shades permanent, because whenever they run out, I'm going to be kind of sad. Alright, moving on. Let's see, we have some little Too Faced palettes here. I'm going to take these out together. This one is the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, which everyone was like raving about for a while, and then it suddenly just fell off the radar. But I love this little thing. It smells legit like peanut butter. It's so fun and easy to make like a quick warm smoky eye. If you're going to like spend the weekend and you just want to, you know, you just want warm colors, this is great. And it smells like peanut butter. So cute. It's cute packaging too. This is the Sugar Pop Too Faced little baby shadow. And this one's all like cute little candy colors and things like that. I love this little guy, once again, for my pops of colors when I want to make like a really whimsical eye look. And you can also do like darker looks with it as well, but I really, really like this palette. I don't use it as often as I wish I would, because it does have mostly shimmery colors in it. I wish there were a few more mattes, and because the only like matte is like this one right here, the blackberry. The rest of them are shimmers, but a good palette overall. Okay guys, so this is the Kat Von D Shade in Light Eye palette. This is her little quad, well, one of them anyway. This is the Sage quad, and I love this thing. I traveled with this so much when I first got it because of this perfect little transition shade just to throw in the crease, this to highlight with, and this to kind of smoke out the lower lash line. And I would often, like, you can see I've got like a little bit of a dent in that green shadow because I would use it to make a liner or a green wing, smoked out shadow wing. I love this little thing. I want to get more of these. I just think they're so much fun. So love Kat Von D shadows, and they're all matte. That's my favorite part about it. They're all matte. Okay, moving on. Here we have one of my newer additions. This is the Morphe x Kathleen Lights palette. I adore Kathleen Lights. She's one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. She's so genuine and so sweet and so kind and so talented, and I adore her, and I adore this palette. It is beautiful. It has everything that I could ever want. It's got perfect amount of mattes. It's got a perfect amount of shimmers. It's literally everything. I love the color scheme of this. I do believe it is limited edition, but it is back in stock on the site, so I would go and grab it. It's only like $14 and it's bomb. I would definitely pick it up. Okay, this is a palette that I'm still playing around with. This is the Too Faced and Nikkie Tutorials The Power of Makeup. I'm sure you guys have seen Nikkie's video. It's so sweet. She's got two blushes in here, a bronzer, a highlight, and a couple of eyeshadows. And they're nice. They're not my favorite Too Faced shadows that they've put out, but they're really good and I do enjoy them. I need to play around with these two some more. Mystic Hour and Wham Bam. I have used Irresistible. I've used Frosted Yum, Sugar Coated Ivy, Love Ivy, Painkiller, Makeup and Chill, and Wanted. I've used all of those shades and they're really, really nice. I do wish the black was a tiny bit more pigmented. And I wish that's these two wouldn't have so much fallout, but they're really, really nice. Otherwise, the bronzer's great, the blushes are great, the highlight's great. You know what I mean? So it's just a really nice travel palette. Kind of got everything you need. And Nikkie is such a sweetheart. And I'm sure you guys have seen her videos. She's wildly talented. So super happy to support her. We're almost done, you guys. Finally, second to like last thing, my baby, my metal matte palette. This packaging, every time I handle it, it's just so beast, guys. I'm so sad that she made this limited edition because which side am I opening? Which side am I opening? Which side? I'm so sad she made this limited edition because what am I gonna do when it runs out? You tell me. What am I gonna do? It is so beautiful. Look at it. They're so pigmented. They're so buttery. There's like obviously the perfect amount of mattes and shimmers in here. This is my everything. If I could get rid of all of my palettes and have only one, I think it would be this one right here. I honestly do. It would be come down between this and the Morphe 35O, but honestly, I think it would be this. There's nothing you can't do with this. There's really nothing you can't do. And I really wish that I hope she considers bringing this back as a permanent staple because she would make bank on this thing. The pigmentation, the formula, everything is gorgeous. The packaging is gorgeous. It's got all the shade names on the back here. Love this palette. Such an amazing palette. These aren't necessarily palettes, kind of like the ColourPop ones that we talked about earlier, but these are 2 quads. This is by Kathleen Lights. Again, one of these is actually in here in my other makeup storage with ColourPop shadows because I used it, but I think that the one that would be, I think it's Weenie that's not chilling in there. It's just really pretty rose gold. This is where the night is, and this is where the light is, and then 2 of those shadows are also in here. That is Cornelius and Glow, which are 2, like a light brown and a white to highlight and transition shade with. But these are great. You can get them, I think, in this little quad like this, and I think you can also get them single, like separately, like the color separately. They're great. I love ColourPop eyeshadows. You guys know that by now, though, right? Okay, and then our very last palette is something that is brand new to me, and I cannot wait to use it. Oh, the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills that everyone has been raving about. It's finally back in stock at my Ulta, and I grabbed it. Look at it. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to play around with this. Let me guys know, you guys, if any of these palettes catch your eye and you want me to do a tutorial with them. I would be more than happy to do that. But I want to do some Valentine's Day looks with this. I think it would be so pretty. I'm still like treating it like a little baby, like I'm putting the plastic back over it. Oh my god, not ready to dig into you yet. There you go, friend. Okay, just close it. And the packaging is so gorgeous. I'm so scared it's gonna get so dirty so fast. But that is all of my palettes, you guys. It's a pretty big stack of palettes. Yeah. People might think this is a little bit excessive. It is, but I use each and every one of these constantly for about 1 billion different things. And now with my YouTube channel, I use them a lot more, and also I do makeup on my friends, and so I use these on other people and I use them on myself, a variety of things, but I'm also just a collector and an enthusiast, so I really enjoy makeup and I really enjoy beautiful colors, and I just enjoy this. I enjoy it very much. It gives my heart so much joy and happiness to see these here. And if anybody else out there is like a makeup lover and addict, you'll understand. I'm sorry this wasn't really a declutter. I just can't bear to part with any of these. Yet, I just love them all too much. I use them all too much. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little mini collection tour. I will be doing more videos like this in the future with like lip products and things like that if you guys want to see. I think going one by one like this is going to be really helpful. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I can't wait to talk to you guys some more. Alright, I'll see you soon. Bye!